Hi, I'm Eric Kleiner, the Human Resources Director for Escambia County. I'm pleased to have the opportunity today to have my team talk to you about our benefits options available to our employees.
My name is John Weber. I'm the Human Resource Manager for Retirement and Benefits.
Good morning. My name is Tina Martin, and I'm HR Associate 2 in the Benefits section.
We are looking at, we're at the point now that we're trying to give you some ideas of 4 plans that are underutilized in the county, and we want to go briefly and give you a description of how they can help our employees. First one we're going to talk about is the healthcare opt-out program. This is a relatively new program. This is only the second year that we've had it. I think people have missed it last year, so we want to make sure it is an every year enrollment requirement. People must have health insurance, other health insurance other than the county. They cannot be part of the TRICARE system or eligible for Medicare, or they cannot be a dependent on our plan. So what that basically does, what we're trying to tell people is you need to evaluate the program and see if it works for you and your family. What it basically does is you must have coverage, other health and coverage. You fill out an opt-out form. You must provide proof of insurance, and this all happens during open enrollment. The only other time that you're available on this one is if you have what we call a qualifying event. That qualifying event is when you have a life event, we may adoption, birth, divorce, something to that point, and then you contact us and we will evaluate and make determination of whether you qualify for the program.
So what is the benefit of that program?
Well, the benefit is you get $100 a payday for a total of $2,400 a year for opting out of the program. So it does have a nice benefit to you, but we want to make sure that you and your family are covered correctly on your health care plan.
And the second thing we want to talk about is flexible spending healthcare reimbursement. And this is a program that you can set aside pre-tax dollars to pay for your health, dental, and vision expenses. Those pre-tax dollars will come out of each paycheck based on the 24 pay periods. The maximum is $2,650 per year, and with this program you do need to sign up each year. So at each open enrollment you will go into the system and sign up and elect how much you want to set aside for your flexible spending healthcare reimbursement.
What's nice about this program is there's a couple things nice. Your money is available immediately as you make the selections, but we always want to make sure people are cautious with this program. Why we want to be cautious is because there is a caveat there. If you have a balance of over $500 at the end of the year, you could lose it. So what we suggest all the employees to do is take it, look at their evidence of insurability from their health insurance and their dental bills and their vision bills, and look at how much they spend for years. Good example is if you're looking to get a pair of glasses, or if you have maintenance medicines. This is what you can use it. It's on a pre-tax basis, so it makes you more money available for you each year as far as your spending money. So you want to be available to these particular programs. You must be eligible for the program. You be eligible for county benefits. And dependents must be claimed on your income tax. If you have a dependent and they're claiming income tax, you can use the flexible spending program.
Along with the flexible spending comes the dependent care reimbursement. We only have a few employees that do participate in the dependent care reimbursement. That's where you can set aside up to $5,000 for dependent care. That comes out of your paycheck pre-tax. But you do need to be very careful and think about, do you want to use this benefit, or will you be using the child care credit when you file your income taxes?
You also got that particular plan, and you want to make sure that you do not get your money up front. You have to it has it deducted as you get the expenses. Then you can take the money and ask for the money out of the dependent care.
And both the flexible spending healthcare reimbursement and dependent care, you can get your money 2 ways. One is filling out manual requests, and those checks are cut on the 1st and the 15th of each month. Or with the flexible spending healthcare reimbursement, you can get a debit card, and the debit card can be used at any of the eligible places for your health, dental, and vision expenses. So the debit card is something you do need to request each year also. For the dependent care program, any full-time employee that is eligible for the program, or anyone that has dependents, dependents can be your children or an adult that you're taking care of that you do claim on your taxes. that's who you could set aside that pre-tax money for the dependent care program.
And the children have to be 13 years or under to be eligible for the program, to take the dependent credit care. The next program, we're talking about the health clinic. This is an excellent program in the county. I mean, a lot of people know about it, but we think it's very important that we bring this program about. Bringing a thing is we want to make sure our utilization, or make sure people are using it. We want to encourage people to use it, but we also want to encourage people to use, like, make appointments. It is a walk-in clinic. Don't take me wrong, it's a walk-in clinic, but the appointments are going to be seen first, and their staffing is important to take that in. If you are, the eligibility requirements, if you have health insurance in the county, you're automatically enrolled in the program. If you are have other insurance like TRICARE, or you're dependent on your family's insurance, you can utilize the clinic, but by utilizing it means that you have to fill out a form, which is called the current employee validation form. It must be provided to us, and then we will enter in the system, and we'll put the interface to the provider, and that's normally done every Thursday. Some of the things you got to realize, if you're on the healthcare assessment or healthcare savings account, or if you have other health insurance, it's a $20 copay to go to the clinic. You can't find that in the real world, going and get $20 for a copay in a lot of cases in that one. The other thing we want to point out here, they see a number of things, and just we really encourage people to look at it and use it. Benefit is basically same day appointments. If you're on the blue option, 1352 or the 1550 is no copay, so you walk in basically on there. Quick access, because a lot of times with the other programs, you try to get your primary care, you'll find that they will it'll take them a period of time to get in there, and you get a same day appointment. And it's just a nice thing. Our average time in the clinic is roughly around 30 minutes from the time that you walk in till you leave the clinic. So it's just a really great benefit for our employees.
They can take care of several different things: common illnesses, colds, flus, ear infections, routine immunizations, screenings of different cholesterol, glucose, blood pressure, those kinds of things. Again, we do encourage that you do make an appointment. And one thing I do want to mention is that they do ask that you show your insurance card every visit.
Also, you got to look at this particular program is that there are certain times that the clinic just doesn't work for this. If you're having heart issues and stuff like that, clinic is not the place to go. You need to go to the emergency room. Children are allowed in the clinic. They have to be 3 years or older. The immunizations are normally done at your primary care. They do not do it at the clinic because it should be a peds doctor to do it on that particular area.
Another program we want to talk about is the Employee Assistance Program. This is something that all full-time employees are enrolled in when they come on board with the county. And it's not just the employees, it's the employees and their immediate dependents. Employee Assistance Program is for employees to get immediate counseling if they need it. There's several different things that they will do. You call Behavioral Health Systems. They will talk to you about marital, family counseling, grief counseling, several different things that they will help you with. And like I said, each employee that is eligible for our benefits will be enrolled in that program along with their spouse and their dependents 26 years or under. They get up to 3 confidential counseling sessions at no charge to them, and if it's recommended that there may be more counseling sessions needed, they coincide that with their insurance.
So it's important that this program is very important because our mental health is one of the key elements. If you look at the trends today and looking at what's happening in the health industry, that's one of the key points that we're looking at is mental health. Mental health is one of this, and this is our outreach to our employees to make sure that they're aware of that mental health is an important part of our healthcare program. One of the programs we want to really reiterate is the healthcare opt-out program. It is a brand new program, a year old, and the real key on that particular is for not having our coverage, you get $100 a payday for a total of $2,400 a year for not having our coverage. But we want to be cautious with people to make sure that you have adequate health insurance, but it's a great program that we want to make sure. You must re-enroll every year. You must provide proof of insurance. It's the people that are dependents on county health insurance, people in TRICARE and Medicare eligible are not eligible for this program. You must provide proof of coverage annually, and you must provide complete an opt-out agreement annually. So just be aware this is provided at open. You must do it at open enrollment, or if you have a qualifying event. A qualifying event is adoption, birth, divorce. At that point in time, you can contact us. We can look at it, and we'll make sure that you are whether you're qualified. And please contact us at any time to ask those questions from us.
Thanks for joining us today. We're excited to be able to offer you these terrific benefits. Please visit our website to get more details, and also feel free at any time to call our staff to get the assistance you need in making the right benefits decisions for you.
In District 5, the northern end of the county, we initially didn't have broadband services. So in the last few years, we've added 100 megabit connections to all of our libraries and to pretty much all the community centers as well. That libraries have provided internet service at all the community centers now. The locations of the libraries actually had fiber optic service installed, and then the community centers such as Walnut Hill had fiber optics installed, and then other locations they did have services available that were 100 megabits or faster. The response from the community has been very positive. They used to have a very slow connection here at the libraries. They're now able to stream videos and listen to music easily without having to wait for things to load. The library system, as you may notice in your tax bill, has an MSTU. In addition, with us taking on the community centers, we now apply for what's called E-rate. It's an educational discount rate. We've installed filters on all the computer locations that protect youth from pornographic or other inappropriate images. And then we're subsidized back at approximately 80% of our money we invest each year we can reclaim from the government. Also, most of the school children are given Chromebooks, and they can use that to access at the community centers or their libraries e-books, e-comic books. We even have a service for picture books that are available through the internet. Use our libraries. We have 7 different locations, a bookmobile service as well. If you're not familiar with their services, make sure to contact your local branch.
So Commissioner Berry pushed for the community centers to get internet. We have 9 community centers in District 5 that we have internet service in now that the community can access. And some of the community centers have open hours to where they can come in and use internet access. We have some programs that we have at Carver Park Resource Center where there's some tutoring activities that happen, and all that was made happen by getting the internet in and some computers from the county given to the community center folks that are trying to run different programs. There's Wi-Fi available at all the community centers. Some of the community centers have password protections on them, and a lot of the community centers you can just log in if you're inside the building to get internet access. We've gotten a lot of good feedback from the community for people that may not have internet access at their home, that they can go up to a community center and they can look for jobs, they can try to fill out applications, and they can try to better themselves by something they might not be able to have at their own house.
Well, the program here at Carver Park is consisted of helping the kids with their homework. We do after-school care. After school programs from kindergarten to fifth grade, and Miss Holly, Miss Lewis, she are the main teacher, and she gets volunteer from the school, from Jim Allen School, to come in and help with the kids. And then we have the after, like 6 from 8, we have the high school come in because a lot of kids have to do football programs and stuff like that. So we do 2 sessions for the younger kids and then for the high school kids. We had internet in this center right here, right at 4 years for the kids and stuff. So It works out real good for them because a lot of them don't have it at home, and so when they do come here, this helps them to do their homework and whatever else they need to do as far as schoolwork. That's what it's designed. So, and we also use it during the day when the kids are not in school for the people that need to come in and use it for put in their application for their food stamps or looking for jobs. We got to sign up through the center downtown so they can do their job searches and stuff like that. So we got a couple of computers for that.
Getting internet to the community centers in the North End was a challenge because of the lack of broadband providers up there. It's not like being south of 10 Mile Creek Road pretty much. You have a choice between like Cox, AT&T. The process to get the internet into the community centers was kind of a collaboration between the IT department and the departments that kind of manage those community centers. It had to reach out to each of the different service providers, figure out which service providers were available there and which ones provided the faster service and the better rates, and then go to each of those providers and work through getting contracts signed. Initially, we did have to have fiber laid to the Quintet Community Center. The other community centers, until we brought the library in as a partner, were all either DSL or cable modem or cellular. Recently, we were able to work with our fiber provider to get fiber to 3 of the community centers. We were able to repurpose some hardware as far as laptops and I believe some desktops to the different community centers that weren't out of date. Basically, they still have up-to-date operating systems on them. And then we have some of the community centers that have after-school programs. We've partnered with those departments to get Chromebooks, which the majority of the students utilize in the schools because the Escambia County School District provides Chromebooks to all the students. So they're familiar with it, they have accounts to log in, so they can easily access their homework, any training they might have to go through, so yeah. As an IT professional, I think internet access to a community is huge. You look at it, just in the research and articles I've read, it makes a big difference, not only to the citizens, but it makes a big difference to the businesses to come into that community because they realize that the younger generation will be more educated and more adept at the higher technology. So you'll get better paying jobs in the community.